I say in the script, Coach Shyatt, do you want to help me do this drawing?
Oh, I got you.
But,
Okay.
But you can do whatever you want.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
This script is different than that script.
This script is a little different.
Okay. Okay.
Not very much. Just it includes that vendor.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this script does. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying your lunch. It's a fun, festive lunch to go along with the theme of our speaker that we have. I hope you all enjoyed your morning breakout sessions and lots of good information was shared. And as we get ready to wrap up the 2015 Safety and Workforce Summit, I can think of really no better way to do so than our final keynote speaker, a proven winner at the highest level of college basketball. Coach Shyatt just completed an incredible 5th season as head coach of the Wyoming Cowboys. And the team's record of 25 wins and only 10 losses resulted in the most wins and best winning percentage for the school in 27 years. He took the Cowboys to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 13 years and guided UW to its first Associated Press top 25 rankings since 1988. Coach Shyatt also led Wyoming to its first Mountain West Conference postseason tournament championship with 3 straight wins in this year's tourney. He is here to talk to us about the building of a successful team. And as we welcome Coach Shyatt to the stage, join in on one of our favorite tunes. Coach Shyatt, come on up.
Thank you. This is the time of the year that we coaches get a chance to do something very special. We get a chance to go around the state. We get a chance to say thank you to a lot of people who deserve to be thanked. Great deal. But it is always nice. You know, like family likes to talk to family. It's always nice to be around people who love the same thing, who have the passion for the same thing you do. And, you know, what I'd love to do today is touch on a couple of things. Hopefully they mirror your family, they mirror your business, and maybe they mirror our ball club. I'm a culture guy. I'm old school. When you're 64, you actually don't have to make new friends. So I'm a culture guy. I want our kids, our 18, 19, 20-year-old young men, to develop a culture. And we'll talk a little bit about that because I think that's important. Maybe the most important thing to me, my DNA does not work like a lot of guys. My DNA pushes me to make sure that there is a carryover between who you are and how successful you can be. And I don't care, again, if it's your family, a ball club, or a business. It's about, are you a giver? The greatest gift in life is the gift of giving. Are you a giver or a taker? You don't have to look around your table or around your business to figure that out. And so what I want you to do first, finish your burgers, and then I'd like you to look back, 2 national championships at Florida. Awesome. In front of 60,000 people. It's hard to describe. I will guarantee you, for Pam and I, this year's championship, cutting the nets down in Vegas, the most memorable of 40 years of college coaching. Our university did a standout, I mean a phenomenal job of sort of capsulizing this a couple of weeks after we cut those nets down. I'd like you to join me to watch this, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do, because I try to watch it every night. Thanks. Yeah, I want to chase a championship at Wyoming. And like the other 365 plus teams in America, we want to get to the dance too. But I think we are mature enough, coaches and players both, that we focus on a mentality of a dude. We want to be aggressive every day. We want to have a level of discipline every day. Most important, capital U. We want to be unselfish in everything we do.
I always use the word resilient when talking about this bunch of guys, and it's been quite the experience, and I've enjoyed every step of the way.
Hello again, and welcome to the beautiful new look Arena Auditorium. It's the start of the 110th season of Wyoming Cowboy basketball, and their new digs, where they will put on a show this afternoon, are just spectacular here in the AA.
But Maury Brown's court here is at 7,200 feet. How about Charles Hankerson, the senior from Miami, freshman? Wyoming's got numbers. Looking at a 4-on-1. Oh, wow, Nance with the flush. Crowd on its feet here in Laramie.
Long rebound, run down by Nance. Nance leaves the right side for McManaman for the jam! Wow, and the foul! I don't think anybody's ever seen Jason do that. What a play by Jason McManaman. Jack Bentz blasts into the forecourt with it. Gets it to Adams for a left-hand jam!
Hashtag SC Top 10. Here's a play that's been trending. Wyoming, a.k.a. Dunk City. Josh Adams soars through the paint and just goes big. Find out where that lands and what took the top spot.
Back out to Adams for three. That's good! It's into the paint. Adams looks inside, sends it outside. McManaman for three. That's good! It's good!
How about that? That young guy, ice water.
Now the Cowboys with their first Associated Press national ranking in 27 years. Hankerson pull up three. That's good! Oh my goodness. Nance is up for the rebound, and this game is over. The Cowboys will win it in 3 overtimes. Wyoming 70, Fresno State 65. They get it into Delaney. Now they want to foul Greenwood, but he gets ready. Here's a steal by Nance. He saves it to Hankerson. Now to McManaman. McManaman gets it in deep to Nance for the dunk. The dunk with 2 seconds left.
And they passed it to Greenwood, and I saw him looking down court and took a gamble, and luckily it paid off and tipped it to Junior's hands, and Riley made a fantastic pass to find the under there.
It's a pass up the floor to Adams. Lob for Cook and the dunk. The Cowboys have swept their arch rivals, the Colorado State Rams. It's senior night here in the AA as 5 Cowboy seniors will play for their last regularly scheduled game right here on the Arena Auditorium floor. Taken away by Cook. Cook up ahead to Nance. Lob for Cook and the jam! Here comes Grabo. Here comes Bentz. Hankerson and Cook and Nance. All 5 will come off to a standing ovation here in the AA.
That's really special.
Every guy has something about them that just separates them from the pack. And it's something I'll never forget in my 3 years here, just the guys I've met and then like the different things about them that made them unique.
There's been a lot of great memories here. I think as a team, though, our best memory is still yet to come. So I'd hate to say something else right now.
Welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, where this afternoon the Wyoming Cowboys open up play in the Mountain West Conference postseason tournament. The Cowboys will be trying to win their first quarterfinal game since 2009.
The path less travel, fellas. It's not going to be easy, but oh my God, when we get up there, the view, baby. You want confidence now, right? Let's go. You flipping on that neck. The view is spectacular. Hey, let's go. Come on, fellas. Hey,
and the Yankees lead at 8-6. Here's Adams for three. That's good. And the Cowboys grab the lead. Leans in. Can't get the shot away to Hankerson for three. That's good. Adams backhand pass to Cook for the jam. Wow, what a play. Smith, Perkins the other way, blocked out of bounds. Get out of here. The elevation. The hammer followed by a 6'1" guard. Josh Adams up and away. Final moments, more. He's it. And that's it. Wyoming prevails. Big time here tonight as the Cowboys looking to make the finals. Hankerson right into Nance for the jam, and he's fouled. Here's a turnover, and here's Adams the other way for the jam. Up ahead to Adams, 2-on-1. Adams lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
Adams for the win, short, and we are going to overtime in Las Vegas. But with 5 on the shot clock. McManaman sucks up a three, and he banks it in.
This baby's over, and the Cowboys are headed to the championship game of the Mountain West Conference postseason tournament.
There's never been a game this year I've ever questioned their try. They have great try when they're up, when they're down. And so I'm happy for them. I think they're happy to be in the championship, but I don't think they're ready to settle for anything less than a championship victory.
Welcome everyone to Las Vegas in the presentation of the Mountain West Championship.
It was crazy. Like you said, it was a home game. Every time they started chanting the WIO or our band started playing Cowboy Joe, it was, no other way to put it, but it was a home game.
Dick Cartmel will toss the ball in the air and get this Mountain West Conference postseason tournament championship underway. Adams with the rebound. He'll turn it and head up the floor with it. Has a right side on the wing. Backs off for a three. That's good.
He is incredibly confident, without question.
As Bravo gets the basketball. Backs off for a three. That's good. Spencer has it blocked by Nance. Gets to McManaman. Now to Nance. He'll try the three, and that's good. Now against Chol along the inline. Fall away 15-footer. That's good.
Incredible start for Wyoming. Just a team ready to play.
Shepard jab step into the paint. He goes against Cook. Has his shot blocked. No basket. The Cowboys will take the lead in at halftime. Hands off to Nance. Nance shovels it to Adams. He'll fall away for three, and that's good.
Boy, there was a big shot that the Cowboys needed in the very worst way.
Gives it up to Hankerson. He'll try the three, and that's good. He'll give it up to Kell. Kell down the lane. Scoop it up. Can't get it to go. Offensive foul on Kell. Larry Nance Jr. there to take the shot. Hankerson looks for help. Looks in the corner. Finds Adams for three. Good! And the Cowboys grab a timeout. Green into the forecourt, 12 seconds left for three. That's no good. Cook has the rebound for the Cowboys. The senior from Washington, D.C. First one on the way is good. Derek Cook Jr. can give the Cowboys a 4-point lead. He'll eye it. He'll fire it. He's got it. And the Cowboys lead by 4 with 7 seconds left.
Henderson will inbound. Open from him. After Adams. The Cowboys are running to the dance.
It's all over. The Cowboys are going to the NCAAs. They have won the Mountain West Conference postseason tournament. Wow, what a win for the Cowboys. They're going dancing.
I want it so bad. And you did it. You did it our way too. Like, they got like 6 touchdowns. They got like 43 points. And I know some other people probably don't think that's pretty. You know, pretty is knowing who you are and knowing who they are and getting it done. That's what you did.
You know, this man is, I think, a good way to put it is brought this program from rags to riches. You know, he's brought basketball back to the state of Wyoming. And, you know, as you can tell, like you said, it was a home game today. You know, the fans recognize this, not only the players, the coaching staff, but the fans recognize this. And, you know, the world has no choice but to recognize this as we get a tournament berth. But this man has done, you know, more for me personally, more for each guy on this team personally, and more for this team and program than anybody I've ever met. And so, you know, your hats off to him, and we love him as a coach, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
We've been so close before and just seen it slip right from our fingertips. But to know that this is ours and there's nothing anybody can do to take that away from us is, like I said, it's everything we imagined and more. We came here, and I say it all the time, Coach promised to be a piece of something bigger. If I remember right, that court just about 20 minutes ago was something bigger. And that's what we're taking back to Wyoming. All those fans, this trophy, the tournament MVP, you know, and an NCAA tournament berth.
There they go.
That's our last one.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Selection Show. I'm Greg Gumbel. Just a short while ago, the selection committee finished up this year's tournament brackets. All right, let's check Friday, Sunday games out in Seattle, Washington. The number 5 seed, the Panthers of Northern Iowa, second team out of the Missouri Valley Conference, second in the Missouri Valley Conference during the regular season to Wichita State, overcome an 18-point deficit in the tournament final to beat the Redbirds. Led by Naismith finalist Seth Tuttle. Who are they going to play? They'll play the 12th seeded Cowboys of Wyoming, the third team.
It's just really an honor and privilege to just be sitting here with all these fans behind us, all the support we have, and just to see our school name up there is just something really special.
You know, it's a lot of excitement and adrenaline in a short period of time. But, you know, we didn't know who we were going to play, and no Wyoming team has done this in the Mountain West. So, you know, we're just excited to bring this back to Wyoming.
So proud. So happy for these guys. I'm an older coach, so I've had my day in the sun, but to know that they deserve this. They've been through some adversity, as some other teams have, and they always had the stick-to-itness, the connectedness that you need. It's not about the winning. It's about how you do what you do, and these guys represent that deal as well as any group I've ever been around in 40 years.
It still feels like a dream, you know, anytime we could wake up and this not be true. After the past 3 years, this feeling is almost indescribable. I can't even put it to words.
It's certainly been our pleasure serving you. Good luck in the tournament.
We out here, baby. One name, Seattle live. We in the building, son.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's money, baby.
Right. You got to do my mind.
This is the biggest, man. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Top 64 teams in the nation, ready to fight and compete.
Well, you know, this has been our goal for this senior class, and you know, it's great to make it here finally. But you know, we're focused at the task at hand, which is Northern Iowa, and you know, we're going to treat this like any other game. But obviously, we know that this is a big deal. But you know, we're focused and locked in.
Hello again, and welcome to Key Arena in Seattle, Washington. Nance will win the tap. Good. All this action going on behind. Get the pass from Adams for the dunk. Cook back out to Hankerson for three. That's good. Good bounce pass to Cook for the jam. He will against pressure for three, and it's good. Charles Hankerson Jr. He's there for the dunk.
That was all because of Riley Graybo's entering pass.
Back to that 21-point lead. Here's Nance for three. That's good. Larry Nance Jr. heating up. There's Nance from the corner for three. That's good.
How about this?
Here's a good feed to Cook for the dunk. Josh Adams left it for him, and Adams down the lane. Backhand pass. Cook puts it up and in. The seniors get a round of applause as they come to the Cowboy bench. There's the horn, and this game is over. Not only this game, but the Cowboys season will come to an end.
I mean, this has been a blast. These are some guys I love, the entire organization. So, I mean, I can't put it to words how important this has been to me and how much fun.
I'm just so thankful to get this opportunity. I've never in my life been around a group like this, a group who genuinely loves each other. I'm just so thankful. I wish I had more to give the university. I'm just very thankful right now.
Like, I'm not going to allow tonight, even though we had a great comeback, but a loss, I'm not going to allow that to put its name and stamp on this team, because the entire group has handled themselves first class in the classroom, off the court, and now certainly winning a championship. To run the table and to play the 5th seed, the 2nd seed, and of course the 1st seed, win them all in tight games, that set the table for this experience. I'm not sure I've ever been prouder of these guys the entire 4 years. There's no quit ever in the Pokes. So sorry that I won't get a chance to coach this special group again, but they have set the bar, and hopefully they made a lot of people proud. What a championship group. They'll have rings to remember, and you know what? Hopefully there'll be more down the road. I think our video people did a tremendous job trying to capsulize a magical year. And if you ever have a chance to drop a note to the athletic department, please compliment them. They worked their tails off, and 2 national championships, like I said, at Florida. We never put anything together like this. And I love this team. I trust the coaches with my life. And unlike you've read, it were these players who picked us up on their shoulders and gave us a thrill we will never forget. I can tell you that my message here is not a message to anybody. It's a message with you. These guys are no different than they were day one. They just decided that they would try to be able to persevere. And one of the things that we wanted to at least mention today was, when we came here 4 years ago, we had a vision. All businesses have that vision. Didn't know if we could pull it off. We inherited 10-21, and the year before 10-21. And the first year this staff was able to put together many of the players that we inherited, and they flipped it to 21-10. And a lot of these guys you saw on the video were just youngins at that time, freshmen. But like any good groups, we had obstacles to go over, around any way we could. That's what meant so much about this particular trip. It was 3 years ago. I'll put the picture to you. We're 13-0. We're 25th in the nation. That's right, Wyoming. We're not in Washington, D.C. with 3 million recruits a block away. 25th in the nation, 13-0, and there's a fist fight. And we make a bad decision, and our best player never plays again because we have a felony rule in our state, the only state, by the way, and they never allowed him to play again. And we didn't do as well that year after that moment. Still won 20 games, but the juice was out. Next year, year 3, we bang it around a little bit, and we start playing pretty good, and we're actually competitive in the Mountain West for the first time in years. We're actually in 3rd place with 4 straight wins, first time ever in league play, and we're playing that 5th game, and a pretty good player, Larry Nance Jr., is being double-teamed, just takes a step back, no collision, bang, he's on the floor. And he looks at me and points, and I know him well enough to know that's an oh shit moment. So it's an ACL. He's done. He's done. And we lose the next 4 games and lose some momentum. Again, we win 20 games again, but we don't get to where we want to get to. Those are obstacles. Whether we could have controlled that or not. I was talking to some people at the beginning of the lunch break, and I talked about, coaches, they don't want to use the word luck. They don't want to use the word good timing because, that's not macho. I'm here to tell you there's good fortune or luck sometimes and timing in everything. Think about this championship in Vegas. We'd gone through 3 or 4 months in Wyoming, all of us a little depressed because of the oil. Would you agree? Absolutely. And we lost a dear friend, one of the greatest fans we've ever had, one of the greatest givers we ever have, Mick, to a tragic death just 5 days before. And the timing of this, 3 close games, they could have gone either way. Yeah, we were fortunate. I have no problem saying that. Our kids would probably have no problem saying that. And for a moment, at least, in a moment in time, we gave some people in this state something to really boost their morale. Gave them a little spurt ability, so to speak. And we're grateful to that. But it was the same scenario with this group. We went 43 days this year, 6 straight weeks. We're in first place in the Mountain West. That shit doesn't happen usually. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? First place. And the doctor calls, we have just beaten CSU the 2nd time. Now we've swept them. I don't get into that as much as some other people here, but knock yourself out if you get into it. I'm at home with Pam, sipping a little Pinot Noir at about 11 o'clock at night, and we're okay. 8 o'clock in the morning, I get a phone call. Here's another obstacle. Shy Herndon, he was one of our best big men. Herndon does not have strep. He has mono. Great. I got more good stuff for you. Nance does not have strep. He has mono. And I'm thinking another oh shit moment. But I got to persevere too. I got to make sure these guys got their chins up. We're moving ahead. It's something that's been put in front of us, and we got to be better. And we weren't for about 2 games and about 4 days. We were awful. But you know what? They figured it out. And unlike a lot of athletes in this country, like Al and Larry said, as soon as the doctors give us the okay, we want back in, even if we can only play 5 minutes. That's the kind of kids they were. And they weren't very good when they came back in 3 weeks. But you know what? 5 weeks later in Vegas, they were pretty good. So sometimes timing, good fortune, being able to walk by some obstacle placed in front of you, it could be in your business. I can promise you, everybody here in their family has had something to overcome. And you know what? Like what we want to send all the athletes now at Wyoming and every coach there, we can. Yeah, it's Laramie. I get where we're located. I get all the warts somebody wants to throw at us. You want to know something, though? We did win the championship. These kids did, like old school stuff like, hello, 5 seniors graduated on time. That's how it's supposed to be, not at Duke in Kentucky when they go to class for 6 months and then go to the league. These guys did it the right way. And so rather than bore you and talk to you, because I'm not good at that anyways, what I'd love to do is just give you one small story that sort of capsulizes my DNA and hopefully gives you a little trigger. And then open it up for questions, because I can promise you this is your best shot at Papa Shy. I'm from Cleveland, okay? So you know who I was rooting for the last month. I'm from Cleveland. A good friend of mine started a balloon blowing business. And he'd go downtown Cleveland, Public Square, about 6 a.m. He'd blow a big red balloon up. And as soon as it would get as high could be, people all day long would buy orange balloons, pink balloons, red balloons. And he'd make a pretty good buck. 6 p.m., down goes the big balloon. He goes home. Next day, there's my man, 6 a.m., downtown Public Square, blowing the big red balloon up. And once it would fly, people all day long buying balloons, blue balloons, green balloons, orange balloons. Only this day, this little black child stood right in front of him. Didn't say a word, just watched him blow up balloons all day long. And then he got a tug on his pants about 5 o'clock. This little kid looked at him and said, if you had a black balloon, would that balloon fly like all the rest of them? My guy turned around to him and said, son, it's not the color of the balloon that makes it go up. It's what's inside that counts. And the message for me has nothing to do with ball, nothing to do with safety in the workplace, and nothing to do with your business or family. To me, it's about everything. It's what's inside that counts. Like I told those kids that day in the locker room, it's how you do what you do. I don't give a shit about the critics here in Wyoming that we got to win every game or we're not good enough or Nance and Grabo were 2-star players and we didn't recruit good enough players. Nonsense. It's how you do what you do, who you are, what's your core. That to me is the most important thing. And you know what? If we don't have the best success, win and loss record 2, 4, 6 years from now when we leave, I got to tell you something. Flip Shyatt, Jeff Shyatt, Jeremy Shyatt, and Pamela are going to know we tried to do it the right way, and there's something to be said about substance over sizzle. Now, that's the end of the story for Papa Shy, but I invite any of you, like I said, this is a pretty good shot at me. Anybody that's got a question, it doesn't matter what it has to do with. Is this thing safe, by the way? Okay. OSHA's here? Yeah. Somebody told me a little bit ago that OSHA was what the NCAA is to you, so that's not good shit at all. All right. Questions? Anybody? And I apologize for my language with the young ladies here. Anybody got any questions? You raise your hand because, like I said, it's not going to go on forever. Yes, sir.
You talked about the substance and getting that. How did you get that message to what started out as a young team?
Well, his question or thought was, how did you get to the substance part for a young team? And first of all, let me tell you this. We have a new team on campus right now that came 2 weeks ago. 6 freshmen, 6 sophomores, 1 junior, 1 senior. I will definitely be an alcoholic by December. Back to your question. I tell you what, family talks to family, right? This is family. 2 Sundays ago when these kids came in, we have about 2 hours on the floor. We walk through defense because they're going to know they are not playing for this staff unless they learn that first. And then we went to the board. And I'm a Coach Knight disciple because he's been very kind to me over the years. And we went to the board and we put up on the board, and it's still there in 2 weeks. What's a loser look like? What's a loser sound like? What's a losing team act like? We got all kinds of stuff on that board right now. You can imagine. And to me, before you can talk about winning, what it takes to win, Generation Y, for Christ's sake, they put their thumbs together. They get information in 3 seconds. That's a good thing. Really is. Let me tell you some of the bad things, though, if you're a coach and you're trying to put things together. It's all about me. Who's following me? Who can I follow? What's in it for me? How much money am I going to make today? It's a new generation. And what's our job? Our job is to get in a locker room with people, all kinds of diversity, and take the me out of it and add the we. That's how we start. I want them to always know what a loser sounds like, what a losing person looks like, and how they act. And maybe if they keep that in their noggin, they can now develop some skills to build the right culture. I don't know. Maybe I'm screwed up, but that's the answer to the question. Anybody else? Anybody? Wow. That's good stuff. Yes, sir.
As a person, you obviously got to put a lot of energy every single day, give everything you got. How do you continue to stay focused, go out there, put 100% in, and what strategies do you use to not get burned out?
Well, first of all, I'm married 40 years to the same young lady so she could win a Nobel Peace Prize. And she keeps me pretty well balanced. But I do walk. I walk my pooch 2 miles early in the morning, and I walk 7 miles every day. I don't miss unless I'm on the road recruiting, and I can't. And A, it gets me out of the office for about $1.20 just to think a little bit. And plus B, the rest of the coaching staff's pretty happy because Papa Shy's out of the office. And if I ever get to, I've told this administration this time and time again, it's not in my DNA to do 88% and to ride off on an antelope in the sunset here. That's not going to happen. It's 100%. And if I ever get to the point that I don't think I can give it to the kids every day, then there's something else out there for the Shyatts. So, anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Or is it just making that challenge of blending them together to learn that word team, and that there's no I in team?
Her question was, if anybody asks, what will the biggest challenge be? 6 freshmen or blending a new team? We have 8 new players out of 13. That would be like your football club bringing in 80 new players. It's absurd. But you know what? This summer, this is going to be an important 8 weeks. Right now, I am not concerned about anybody doing anything individually. We're doing everything collectively, and we are going to know 2 things in 9 weeks. First of all, we're at 7,400 feet above sea level. Are you kidding me? We're going to be in the best condition of any team in the country in 9 weeks. I can promise you that. And B, we're going to know how important it is. Instead of running down to offense because you can get the ball, we're going to know how important it is to sprint back to defense to defend. And then when September comes, like I said, I got to buy a lot of Pinot Noir. So. Yeah, I tell the governor this all the time. He knows as soon as he sees me, I'm bringing it up. It's Shy Dog. I'm stuck in Laramie between December and March. Please build a bridge or a tunnel. Please, just those 6 miles between us, because they closed the roads. And I will tell you this. Raise your hand if you know who Joe Legursky is. Okay, he's our women's coach, one of my best friends. We have the exact opposite problem. His ladies go on the road anywhere in the league. There's like 200 people that show. Then they come into the AA. And we got about 3,000 for them, and they feel pretty good. My guys go to Vegas, San Diego State, New Mexico, Utah State, Boise, Colorado State, as much as you don't want to hear it. Not one seat, and they're all drunk, and they're not rooting for us. Then we come to Laramie, and not because of it. We already proved our fans love the Pokes. They can't get there. Like this white stuff comes down, and then the wind starts kicking up, and they can't get there. And so we play in front of 5,000 a lot. So we have the complete flip side of motivating our kids. I got to prepare our guys after they've just been in the pit. Now it's Wednesday. They're coming home. I got to prepare them that when they run down the ramp, that they might only be 1/3, 5,000 people there. The proof's in the pudding. The litmus test was it was 75 degrees in Vegas and everybody could get there. And I'm going to tell you something right now. We were the envy of every single staff and team because there was a hell of a lot of brown and gold there as soon as those assholes from New Mexico left. Couple more questions? Couple more questions. We're rolling here.
I had one.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the story about the nets and
Yeah.
practicing cutting down the nets?
The last practice before we left to Vegas, I had told a manager, I didn't want our coaches to know and certainly our players. And I said, look, at the end of practice, when I tell everybody to line up on the three-point line and look at me under the basket, I would come up with something to say. You run down to the other end, and I need a ladder and a scissors. And so what I told these guys was turn around. What we're going to do before we pack up and get on the plane, we're going to practice cutting the net down. I wanted them to get a visual. We're going on a business trip. We're not going to play slot machines. We need to win 3 games. And you know what? Like the movie Dumb and Dumber, so you're saying there's a chance? Yeah, we got a chance. Larry and Al are healthy. We got a chance. So one by one, they got up on the ladder. I made them get up. I made them cut their little string, made them bring it on the trip, and I made them wave to the people that love them the most. And wouldn't you know that sometimes, when you least expect it, and so it really did happen. Those kids still talk about it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but it really was a great moment. It really was. Anything else? Well, I appreciate you having me. Like I said, I look forward to this time of the year when we get a chance to give back tenfold what our fans and what our people in this state give to us. So I wish you the best. Go Pokes.
All right. Thank you, Coach Shyatt. That was great. I mean, watching the film, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember watching that. We all participated in that excitement. And thank you for what you've brought back to Wyoming. And it's so exciting to have you here today. So thank you very much. So we have a basketball that Coach Shyatt has signed, and we'll have a winner here, hopefully. All right. Oh, sure you mean. Paula Jones, are you here? All right, she's excited. Coach, if you want to come back up in a minute, we have a gift for you as well. All right, another hand for Coach, and we have a gift for you to say thank you for being here. Yes, Pam will really like that, I think. So she'll know you were busy. Thank you. All right, well, at one of our business partner booths, Lori Wright with Respond First Aid Systems of Idaho had her drawing for a first aid kit, but unfortunately, Lori had to take off earlier than she expected, so we're happy to announce the winner of this first aid kit on her behalf, and that winner is Ryan Bowen from Automation and Electronic. Ryan, are you still here? Grab one of those if you see it. It's yours to keep. And I just want to really extend another thanks to all of you for coming to our 2015 Wyoming Safety and Workforce Summit. Your attendance speaks greatly to your commitment to continuing supporting our workforce and safety in the workforce. So many great ideas have been brought forward in the past day and a half, and these concepts hopefully will provide some real solutions as you go back and do the day-to-day work that you do in each and every one of your environments. In closing, the Department of Workforce Services, we will be sending out an online survey for you to ask for your feedback, and we do read them, on how to make our 2016 Wyoming Safety and Workforce Summit an even stronger tool for you. And please take the time to fill it out. It will be short. We really appreciate your feedback. Also, many of the presentations that you've seen over the past couple of days will be available to you. And we urge you to visit our website at wyomingworkforce.org to review those presentations and get the PowerPoints if you want to review the material. So again, thank you so much for joining us at the 2015 Summit. Please be safe on your travels home, and we hope to see you here next year. Thank you.